ain't too old to be skipping class, but I got notes from sociology and your mocha latte with soy milk. Remember that guy from last week at the party? I have never seen you cry over a guy before.
I'm so stupid. I'm acting like a dumb girl.
You are a girl. It's okay to cry.
I'm overreacting. I'm sorry. It's not the end of the world.
Okay. What happened?
We're not seeing each other anymore.
Why not?
He's repulsed by me.
Did he say that?
He might as well have. Well, we came up here after our date. No problem, right? So you want to come up and I'll lend you that book?
Yeah, sure. I'll grab the book.
Then we start kissing, make out a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and then it got weird.
Like weird? Or like weird?
He did not act like a regular guy. He got standoffish and he just bolted. He just left.
He left? That is weird. Did he say anything?
Not a word.
Maybe he's gay.
Then why would he want to date me?
He's trying to play it straight, conflicted about his feelings and all that.
Nah. I think I just scared him off.
How many times have you guys been out?
Last night was the 4th.
The 4th date, and this is the first time you're kissing?
Yes. Well, no. He kissed me on the cheek twice.
Okay, so kissing?
First.
Honey, he's gay.
He's not gay. I didn't hear from him again. It was the end of the school year and he was graduating. I had 1 year left and I partied hard. My last year before the real world. And I think I was just trying to forget him. I went to graduate school, then on to get my doctorate. I became a history professor. It wasn't as dull as it sounds. I learned a lot during those years. A lot about the world and even more about myself.
15 minutes? Alright, I'll see you then. Bye.
In conclusion, the cultural displacement as well as the legal framework need to be taken into consideration when dealing with cases of adoption that cross any boundaries, whether they be national or demographic.
Brilliant.
Are there any questions?
No,
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Great. Jack, good job.
See you Monday.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
Thanks.
Great presentation.
Thank you very much.
Nice job.
Great, Chris.
Cream, no sugar. Thad, nice job. You got a minute?
Sure.
Oh. Look, I'm not going to beat around the bush, Thad, okay? We get a lot of interest in opening an office in Europe somewhere. You speak a European language, maybe Russian?
I took German in high school.
All right, well, we're going to need someone there full-time to help coordinate between the orphanages overseas. All right, we're also going to want to extend our clientele to include Europeans. All right, now you're ideal for the position, okay? We're going to need someone to help learn and navigate the European adoption laws, and you have a lot of knowledge and experience and initiative, which I like, okay? So I have no problem sending you to run an office that represents my company. My question to you is this: do you have any ties here in the U.S.?
My folks are great, but I have no other real long-term ties here.
Okay, that makes it easier. Look, this won't happen in the next year, mind you, but I wanted to talk to you about the possibility. See, my wife, she wants to visit the office in Europe. She has absolutely no desire to live there.
Have you come in? Okay, wait. Alan, you know that you come in and you're gonna be hurt, okay? You don't hurt the princesses. You come in, the dragon just bit you, and then the princesses are gonna come take care of you, okay? So when you come in, you have to act like
Professor Cassidy,
Hey.
I have a question about my paper. Is now a bad time?
No, it's fine. I need a break anyway. I'm going to... Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys. We are gonna take a break now. Okay. We're gonna go take a break. Hey, Lori, would you mind making sure that none of them have to go to the bathroom?
Okay.
Do you have to go, honey? You have to go.
Well, okay, I'll take it to the bathroom. Come on, Molly. All right. Everyone,
All right,
let's go.
thank you.
Let's go. I don't have to go. It's okay.
All right. Everyone to the bathroom.
Okay.
So what do you need?
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm having some problems with my paper. Honestly, I don't know what my topic should be.
The paper that's about how the Middle Ages are relevant today?
Yeah. I had an idea, but it's not going to work, so I'm stuck.
Well, what interests you about the medieval times?
I think knights are cool.
What about knights? It's cool.
Well, they're a bit of an anomaly, aren't they? I mean, how did men go from knights to what they are today?
Well, actually, chivalry essentially lasted up until just a few generations ago, if you consider gentlemanlike behavior to be its descendant. So really, our society's the anomaly.
Why don't men have a code like that today? What happened?
What do you think?
I don't know.
No, really, brainstorm. Why aren't men more gentlemanlike?
Because they don't have to be?
What do you mean?
Well, people rise to the occasion, right? Women aren't requiring men to be gentlemen anymore. Girls are throwing themselves at guys, hoping to find the one guy who will love them forever. And usually they don't find the right guy.
Well, compare that to the Middle Ages.
Well, women in the medieval days, weren't always able to marry the man that they loved. But the man they loved would write them songs and poetry and give them gifts. Everything that a girl wants today. Women today are miserable while the guy is happy as a lark moving on to the next girl. How did it change so much?
That is your paper. Okay. Research both societies' cultural norms.
Okay.
Delineate.
What changed and when. And then remember to put in your perspective at the end.
Awesome.
Does that sound like something you'd be interested in writing?
Yeah. A little depressing maybe, but interesting.
Now let me know how it goes.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds really good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. Break is over.
Hey, Eve. It's Belinda. Hey there. Were you planning on meeting at the gym tonight? Yes, I will be there. Okay, I'll see you there. Okay, see you then. Bye.
So you're a professor, right? Have your classes started yet?
Yeah. Right now my main focus is just an elementary school play that I volunteered to direct, and it opens this weekend. And I'm afraid the play the parents see is going to be very different than the one that we're rehearsing.
Is it bad?
I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just that we have a couple of really creative kids who get bored and want to make things up as they go along. Should be interesting. I had an interesting talk with one of my university students today.
What about?
She said that men aren't gentlemen because women don't require it of them. Do you think that's true?
I don't think you can say that about all men, generally. But yeah, I'd have to agree.
So you think it is women's fault?
Not our fault, more our responsibility. I think men can be gentlemen if they want to, but I think we need to expect it of them.
How do we do that out of curiosity?
It's simple, really. What do we have that men want?
Maybe, but I can't imagine a guy like that. Or a relationship for that matter. I haven't had a relationship without sex since high school, and even then, guys are always trying to make it part of our relationship. A relationship completely without sex would be weird. I miss it.
Miss it because you're used to it or because you like it? What if he could show you he really loved you without sex?
Is that possible? I mean, I don't know how those people have a normal relationship.
What's a normal relationship?
Oh, it sounds like you've been thinking about this a lot, haven't you?
I'm one of those people.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry, I didn't say anything to offend you, did I? Oh. Sounds like a fairy tale.
Well, we still have to deal with the annoying things about each other. Miscommunication and other problems. But they cut out one large problem. They can focus on getting their relationship good right now, and then enjoy the physical side of things later. You gonna get that?
You know, I think I am.
You should. It's cute.
Friday because of the play.
All right. Are we still on
Sorry.
for Tuesday?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
See you Tuesday.
Wait. There's one more thing I have to know. Are there any eligible guys doing that? I mean, attractive, unattached, nice guys.
I don't know if it's coincidence or a result, but usually the guys who choose to wait are gentlemen too. And I personally know of one really attractive, wonderful guy who may not be eligible much longer.
Oh?
His name is Evan, and we're talking about marriage.
You're talking about marriage? Why don't you just go out with him?
He's a really good friend of the family and actually my brother's best friend, and we don't want to just date and it not work out. Then it would be weird, you know?
Well, if he is wonderful, make sure you don't let him get away and regret it the rest of your life. Believe me.
See you Tuesday.
See ya. Right there. That was the moment that I decided not to have sex again until I was married. I still dated. I had some fun times, but not sex. Sex was just the vehicle I had used to try and meet my major needs. Love. And commitment. Commitment is a scary word to me, too. But not if you think of what it means, being loved forever. I wouldn't settle for anything less. And since I wouldn't settle for anything less, I was alone.
Hello, come on in, Liza. I hope you're ready for some serious baking. I just made the brownie batter, but I signed up to bring 5 different things, so I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm so sorry I was late. There was a slight catastrophe at work today. Why these things always happen at the end of the day and not at the beginning, I'll never know.
C'est la vie. Okay, what recipe, please?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Brought a couple of your favorites and a couple of mine. Now, how are you on ingredients?
Oh, I pretty much bought the entire store. Anything that I've ever used in baking is either on my shelves or in my refrigerator.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
I was thinking that we should start with the chocolate chunk biscotti and the apple pie.
I'll do the biscotti. I buy my pies. I don't make them.
I have no idea why I signed up to bring so much to this bake sale, especially with that horrible "it must be homemade" rule.
I know why.
There is something so attractive about a man who is organizing a school bake sale to raise money for the art fund.
Just be wary at the bake sale, that's all I'm saying. He'll be there, surrounded by sweet treats, his fair damsel at his side, your knight in shining armor, setting up tables and raising money for your plays. It is fairy tale material, Eve.
I can dream, can I?
Well, you might want to keep dreaming, because those brownies aren't going to bake themselves.
Thank you. What would I do without you?
Kids are gonna go crazy over these brownies. Liza, are you okay?
Yeah.
Liza, what's the matter?
The truth is, it isn't going very well. I'm sorry. I promised I wouldn't cry. I know you hate it when I cry.
Oh, honey, you can cry. I just don't know what to do with myself when you cry.
You don't have to do anything. It was confirmed yesterday. You know, we suspected it's been almost a year, but when the doctor lays it all out with the facts right there, it hits you.
Oh, Liza.
It's been for the last year or so. Matt started to get worried, so we got checked out.
I mean, isn't there something you can do? I mean, can't you?
No. I got something in college, I guess. I didn't even know I had it. It's my fault. It's my fault. I can never be a mother, and Matt cannot be a father because of me.
Oh, wait a minute, Liza. For all you know, he could have given it to you. He was hardly a virgin when you guys got together.
That's true. I hadn't thought of that. It does make me feel a little bit better. Isn't that terrible? Matt would make such a great father. He wants a little boy. He'd be good with a son. I did this to him for what? For some guy I don't even remember or care about anymore? I I am so glad I don't know who it was, because I would... I don't know. I want a little girl or boy of my own.
He isn't blaming you for this, is he?
No. We mainly just cried together. Not really placed blame yet.
If there's anything I can do. I know what I can do. Here, you can have some brownies.
And apple pie. And biscotti.
There is something so attractive about a man who is organizing a school bake sale to raise money for the art fund. Just one more song, come on.
Look, how many songs are they gonna play? Are you kidding me? It's the encore anyways, babe, seriously.
And he's really cute with his son, too.
Babe, seriously, look, I wanna beat traffic. We could dance at my house all night anyways, okay? It's got to be tomorrow night. Come on, let's go. Huh? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
What was I thinking? I've never done that before. We weren't even serious. I need help. I broke my promise, and for what? That was not worth it.
Don't do that! You can get hurt very badly. But I want to go play! Okay, just a minute. You go when the cars cross. You have to wait for them to stop.
They aren't stopping.
Chris, wait your turn. We can go once a car stops for us.
Come on, let's go!
Wait your turn. That's exactly it. I'll get my chance. I just have to wait my turn. So, no more drinking with guys. That should solve the problem.
I've got everything I need. I've got the dress, I've got the shoes. I just need the hat and the gloves. Where should I go? You have no idea.
Hi, I'm Liza Ash.
Just got busy in here. I don't know. They need to hire some more help. They're running me ragged all day long. But Miss Ashbrook, please just take a seat, and it will be just a few minutes. You know what? I'll get back with you, okay?
Are you nervous?
No, I'm fine. I just don't really know what to expect, you know? I'm worried that we'll be able to go through with it. The Matt isn't coming with me can hardly look good, but neither would canceling the appointment. I wasn't sure which was worse, but I want to go in and get the process started because I know it can take years. Sometimes.
I'm sure you're going to wow them today, and that you and Matt will not have any problems. Okay, Matt would obviously be a great father, but he has a job that requires a lot of travel. They'll understand that.
I hope so.
Is there any place I can get water around here?
Matt and Eliza Ashbrook? Eliza?
Yes.
I'm Dad MacArthur. It's a pleasure to meet you. Why don't you come on back?
This is the part where I actually need you. Come on.
please. I run this place. What? No. You gotta be kidding me.
Mr. MacArthur, my husband couldn't come today. He was called away on an unexpected trip for work. But I brought my best friend, Eve Cassidy.
Eve Cassidy?
Dad, how are you?
You know each other?
Dad and I were friends in college.
You look great, Eve.
Thanks, so do you. I mean, it looks like you're doing well.
I am. So, what brings you here today?
I brought her. Remember me?
Of course. Please, take a seat. I'm just surprised to see her after all these years. I thought you'd be living in Europe like you planned.
Does anything ever happen like we planned? Actually, I'm a history professor at the university.
It's really good to see you, Eve. I am so sorry, Mrs. Ashbrook. Let's get started, shall we?
Let's.
Just go ahead and fill those out for me.
Okay. So, tell me about him.
I did already. In college, when he dumped me.
He dumped you? He certainly seemed to regret it now.
He is the guy that I was friends with for a couple of months, and then on our 4th date, he ended it.
What year?
Our junior, his senior.
Why don't I remember him?
You never met him. But he is the guy that on our 4th date, when I took him up to my room to make out with him a little bit, he left.
Oh, he's the guy that he hadn't kissed you yet, and then when you started kissing him, he ran out the emergency exit and evacuated the building.
Thanks for the rehash.
Well, he certainly seemed interested today. Cute, isn't he?
That is besides the point, okay? He really hurt me, and that is what we have to remember. You know what? I bet you he's a virgin.
He is not a virgin. He is a grown man. Are you gonna call him?
I don't know. It's a long time ago. I doubt it.
I know that look. You're still calling him.
Belle, I know we've talked about this, but I want to clarify what our courtship means.
Okay.
I know we've decided not to, until we're married, but since you bring up kissing, what do you think about that?
Well, I've always wanted to wait to kiss until I was engaged.
Really?
What do you think about that?
Well, I haven't kissed a girl since the 7th grade.
You kissed a girl in 7th grade.
It was barely a kiss.
Barely a kiss.
Okay, so no kissing until we're engaged.
Sounds good.
And nothing else until we're married.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Belinda,
Yeah?
I'm so happy you said yes.
I'm so glad you finally asked.
Well, since you've been so patient with me, I've got a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Yes.
Okay.
You've never ever been this dark before, so. Yes, over there. And open your eyes, Belle.
Evan, it's beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much.
I wanted today to be special.
It was already special. Such a gentleman. Thank you.
Sparkling cider.
Of course, my favorite. I love the flowers. You remember that that's my favorite too, huh?
Yes.
You put a lot of thought into this, didn't you?
You could say that.
How long did it take?
Long enough. But before you make your final judgment, wait for the food.
I'm sure it's wonderful. What is it?
Chinese cuisine.
Evan, I think it's official. We're gonna have to work on your cooking skills, especially since it looks like you're gonna be married.
A toast?
How's it going, sis?
Hey, Dad. Actually, Mom left you mail.
So, Mom tells me you and Evan are finally getting somewhere. Seemed to take forever to the rest of us.
To you? I thought I'd be 90 before you got the ball rolling.
Yeah, well, he hasn't proposed to you yet. He might be 90 by the time he finally walked down the aisle.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Man, I'm so thirsty.
Get something to drink. You know where the fridge is.
You guys are gonna be great together. I'm really happy for you, sis.
Thanks. Thaddeus. Watch it.
You'll never believe who I saw today.
Who? Colin Firth?
Yeah, Colin Firth. Where did that come from?
You said I wouldn't believe it, so that was the criteria, right? Besides, I watched Pride and Prejudice last night.
Okay, I think you may be addicted to that movie.
It's the best! Alright, who did you see?
You remember me telling you about that girl I dated for a while in college?
Remind me. Actually, can you cut vegetables for me?
Sure, all these?
Yeah, I'm having chef style.
We went out a couple times. I really liked her, but we started getting physical, so I had to let her go.
I do kind of remember that.
Anyway, she walks into my office today with a friend. She was even more amazing than in college. I mean, she's beautiful, sophisticated. I must have sounded like a complete idiot.
Why? Did you ask her out?
Well, what do you ask guys out at work?
All the time.
Yeah, right.
Dad, don't write her off just because of what she was like in college. People change. Maybe you should try getting to know her again. Dad.
What?
We're having salad, not salsa.
So how's that paper coming along?
Great. Once I got past the research, the paper was a cinch.
I'm glad. Yeah, they always seem harder in the beginning, don't they?
Yeah. I just wish I could go back in time and find a real life of my own.
Well, that's one of the perks of being a history professor. I get to go back anytime I want.
Excuse me, Eve?
Dad, what century did you find him in?
Jessica, I'll see you next week, okay?
All right.
Dad, hey. What are you doing here?
Actually, I ran into an old friend the other day, and I was hoping to spend a little more time with her.
Oh, you're smooth. You've learned that since college.
Want to go for a walk? Hope you still like French vanilla.
Aw, yeah, thanks. I have class in a little bit, though, so I don't have much time.
Sounds good. To you.
Do you remember Terrence? When I was skiing last winter, he rode beside me in the lift. I almost didn't recognize him with all those clothes on. I wonder when he stopped wearing that toga.
You're so hilarious.
Are you serious though? You really did that? What was it like?
Very cool. Okay, at first I was a little nervous. These things are huge, and I didn't know what to expect, right? But they're very steady, well disciplined. At least the one I rode on was. It was fun. I'd do it again.
Maybe you could raise elephants for a living.
Yeah, an elephant farm. It's my retirement plan. I think there's much demand for that.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me about you. Do you want to teach for the rest of your life? Stick around here forever?
You know I could. I really love it. But I'd also like to just work somewhere else. Another state or even another country. I'd love to teach medieval history where it actually happened, in England, Italy, or Germany. Or I could study the Crusades in the Middle East.
Would you like to do just research? Writing books independent of teaching?
I really like teaching, but I would also love to just publish research. I don't know, we'll see. This is actually just my first year as a professor. I gotta get back to class.
Oh, okay. I'll walk you back. Successful businessman dealing with complex legal issues. Nothing less to Boy, the campus sure has changed.
I know. Old time.
Sure, it was fun. I'd like to do this again sometime. Do you mind if I stop by between classes?
Yeah, sure, I'd like that. I have a business card with my hours on it. Just so fine.
Thanks. I'll call you.
What time is your mom getting home?
In about 15 minutes.
Okay. What else do I need to do?
You want me to set the table?
Yes, please. 3. Remember, Thad is not coming.
Oh, right, 3. Oh, Thad, I wanted to ask you something. I figured out he's dating a girl I'm friends with at my gym.
You sure? That's a weird coincidence.
Her name's Eve, right? That's not a common name right now. My friend at the gym, Eve, just started dating a guy who's waiting till marriage. Should I tell Eve that Thad is my brother? Should I tell Thad that Eve is a friend of mine? That would be a weird conversation. Awkward, you know? Oh, let's put the piano up in here.
Yeah, that would be a little awkward.
Okay, if the topic comes up, I'll say something. Otherwise, I'll just steer clear of it. Would it be wrong for me to give advice, since I know both of them, but they don't know that I know the other one?
Girls really think this much about relationships? You make them way more complex than you need to. You'll be able to give better advice to them since you know both
But
of them.
would it be dishonest if I don't tell them?
Well, probably, but let's just hope they figure it out before you have to.
Hey, you two. Oh,
Hi, Mrs. MacArthur.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, dear. So what are you two cooking up?
Actually, Evan made dinner tonight.
Oh, well, that'll be a treat. So what have you prepared, Evan?
Well, I'm a little nervous. I've not really cooked a lot before, and I want to impress you.
Why are you nervous? You don't need to be nervous. You've known me since you were 6 years old. I used to paddle that little behind of yours.
That's why I'm so nervous.
I had a wonderful time walking with you again. Are you free next Saturday afternoon? P.S. I hope you still like purple flowers.
Oh, he remembered. Wow. 30 years.
Dad!
What's
How
up,
you doing,
Evan?
man? All right.
Hey, this is Eve Cassidy. Told you about it already.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Eve. Heard a lot about you.
Hey, Evan, where did my sister go?
I'm not sure.
Hey, Evan, is that thing still on?
What? Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention. Attention. Seth and Lily. Please come up front here for a few fun moments of interrogation and humiliation. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, 30 years! 30 years of marriage! Yeah! And that's how their marriage lasts. Lots of kisses. Yeah. Well, we're all here, and we want to find out, how did this all begin? Who would like to start?
Lily started our relationship with a lie. And we've been together ever since.
That makes it sound so awful, Seth. We were at a football game, and I watched this handsome young man ask several girls for their phone numbers. Well, he eventually got around to me.
Well, I knew as soon as I saw her that she was going to be the girl that I was actually going to call. So I threw away all of the other girls' phone numbers so they wouldn't get mixed up with hers. Now, tell them what you did.
Well, my grandmother has the same name as me, so I gave him her phone number.
When I called, her grandmother caught on right away and said she had a sore throat that day. But she agreed to a date, and she chose a place that had so many kids my own age. And she agreed to meet me there.
I didn't know about this till later, but Grandma got all dressed up for a date and went and met him there.
Well, she gave me what for? For asking her granddaughter for her phone number like a hooligan. And then she thoroughly embarrassed me in front of what seemed to me the majority of the school.
Well, then Grandma gave him my phone number. She figured that if he still wanted to call me after all that, then he must really like me. And he did.
Is that the couple over there?
Yeah, that's Seth and Lily Taylor.
Did anyone die?
He was my wrestling coach back in high school. He's the father of my best friend. Coach Taylor, something of a mentor to me. Second father. He's the best man I know.
Really neat that you kept in touch with him this long.
Dad, glad you could make it, man. Good to see you.
You too, Coach.
All right.
This is Eve Cassidy. Eve, Seth Taylor.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Evan?
What? Okay, I'm turning it off.
So, you've been married for 30 years.
Yes, 30 years. I was 23, she was 20. We've had a great time ever since. She is the most amazing woman in the world.
It's rare to be able to go to a 30th anniversary. So many people get divorced now.
Are your parents still together?
Actually, no, my dad left when I was 10.
Do you still have a relationship with him?
No, I haven't talked to him since the day he walked out.
I'm sorry, Eve. It's sad. There's so many divorces today. You know, we've had difficult times, especially in the years that we were...
So, have all the couples here only been with each other?
I know one or two have been divorced, but for the most part, yeah. Why?
No, I just can't imagine that. I can barely remember my dad. What was it like having a family like that? Traditional family?
I don't know. My dad left when I was 16. And I promised myself I would never hurt my family like he did. You want something to drink? Water, lemonade?
Yeah, the lemonade was really good, thanks.
Eventually, he told me all about his father leaving. But at that point, I still didn't understand how much it affected him as a man. It was really a turning point for him. At 16, he made a decision most men can never make.
Jack, what? You can't do this.
Never
What did you say?
Sorry, Sharon, I'm not going to do this anymore.
You're not going to do what? Be a husband? A father? Well, I've got some bad news for you. You already are. This isn't something you can just quit. You have responsibilities.
Daddy, you can't lose. We have to live with
Honey, come here. Come here. It's going to be okay. Thad, come here, please. You're going to take your sister downstairs and put her favorite movie on, okay?
Come on, Belinda, let's go.
Jack, you've got to grow up, and don't you see what this is going to do to the kids?
Don't make me out to be a monster. I love them, but I can't live with you anymore. Life's too short. It's not worth it. Sharon, I'm not wasting any more living with you.
Am I so horrible? You're not exactly easy to live with either, you know. You don't even try to make our marriage work. You haven't for a long time. You know what? I'm sick of living with you, but you don't see me walking out, do you?
I don't want to leave either, but look, in America today, men are the ones that leave. Look, you get the kids, the house, alimony, child support payments. You'll make out pretty good in the deal.
So who is she, Jack?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not stupid. I've known for a long time. Do you want me to start guessing?
She isn't why I'm leaving. I just don't think this is going to work out.
You've become a real selfish jerk, haven't you? Well, let me give you a big hint. No relationship you ever have is going to work out unless you start putting other people first. Not me, this other woman, or whoever comes next. Jack, someday you're going to have to grow up and love somebody other than yourself. So leave it. You get your wish. Leave.
Goodbye, Sharon. Sorry.
Mommy can't leave.
Honey, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Dad. Honey.
Hey, is Evan here?
Hey, Thad. Evan's not here, but I want to talk to you about something. Come on down. Your mother called last night. She told us what happened. Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
Well, sometimes it helps to go for a little drive.
I guess.
But you know what's better? So, why do you think your dad did what he did?
I don't know. because he's a loser?
You know, it's hard to be a husband and a father.
Don't make excuses for him. You're doing just fine.
I've had my bad days just like any other man. Yeah, I've been tempted to cheat, but I've remained faithful, and I couldn't be happier.
I don't want to be like my dad. I don't want to hurt my wife and children. Do you think I'll be the sort of man who's faithful to his wife?
I think so. But the important thing is, do you think you will be?
I don't know. Like father, like son, right?
Well, there's a way to strengthen your resolve, you know. But it takes discipline and maturity.
What do I have to do?
Not have sex before marriage? What? You asked. Look, I know it sounds hard, but believe me, it can be done. I've never been with anybody but Lily, and we waited until our wedding night. Believe me, it was better than anything I could have imagined. If you wait until you're married, you'll know that you have control. So later on, if you're tempted, you can say no.
That works.
Look, anyone can cheat in a marriage. But it's easier for a person to have sex outside the vow of marriage if they already have. But if it's never been a habit, it's harder to start once you're married, because then you have that commitment and that desire is still being fulfilled.
I don't want to end up like my father.
So, what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to wait until my wedding night. And when I'm married, I will be faithful to my wife.
Well, Thad, I'm here to help you keep that promise. You've made a tough but a wise decision.
Thanks, Coach.
Do you mind if I check on you on this issue from time to time?
Well, I might flirt a little.
Well, you're not married yet, so that's okay. But I will ask to be sure that you're not physically involved with a girl, okay?
Deal.
One bit of advice, Thad. The less physical you get with girls, the easier it'll be to keep your promise.
I'm a man of my word.
I know you are, Thad, and I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, good class. We'll see you next Thursday. And next week, guys, bring your A game. When I say 60 jumps, it's not 20, okay? Eve, 60 jumps, okay?
Bye, Linda. Thanks for the great workout.
My God.
She's crazy hardcore. I will be glad when swimming gets back.
Belinda, what's your last name?
MacArthur.
Do you have a brother named Thad?
Yeah.
Alright, this is really weird. I'm dating him.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, you know? I feel so stupid. How long have you known that it's your brother that I've been talking to you
Not
about?
very long. Honestly, I didn't know how to bring it up. I mean, it's kind of awkward to say the guy you've been sharing your thoughts and feelings about is my brother. But I haven't shared with him anything you've told me. Really. I haven't.
I need to stretch. Well, at least I've met half the family, right?
Right. Hey, my mom will love you. Are you nervous about meeting her this weekend?
A little bit. But honestly, I was more nervous about meeting Thad's sister. He said that you'd be harder to impress than his mother.
Really?
But since I've already met you, I'm not as nervous.
Well, I think we'll have fun. But if it makes it easier, think of it as meeting my mom and not your boyfriend's mom.
Strange coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
How often do you think something like this happens?
It's fate. And fate happens all the time.
How often does somebody get to come to something like this with an expert? But how can you handle all the inaccuracies? I mean, can you still enjoy it?
Oh yeah, these are so much fun. And they do have inaccuracies, and sometimes they're an odd mix of different centuries, but I still really enjoy them. And this one, I like it because it's mainly the 16th century. Yeah, that's my favorite. But there's really good performance here too. We should go check out the sword swallowers, guys.
Kind of thing makes me really nervous.
Oh my gosh, that makes me nervous.
Not much sticking out, do you, buddy?
Okay. Are you guys ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's have a seat. Let's rest a while. How about some sword fighting later? Maybe.
Oh my gosh, just a little. Ooh, look at this.
I like blues and purple.
You know, these are all handmade. Oh, what do you think of that one? My goodness, look at the beadwork.
That's okay. I like greens.
You know, it's really nice that you, Thad, and Belinda get along so well.
Well, they're wonderful kids. I'm proud of both of them. Are you close to your family, Eve?
I actually don't have much of a family. I'm an only child, and my father left when I was 10. And I haven't talked to my mother in a couple years now.
Did something happen between you and your mom?
Oh, no. Never been really close with her, and when I moved out, we just drifted apart. We don't have much to say to each other.
It's too bad. You know, time passes, people change. I'm sure there's a lot you'd like to say to your mom. Maybe there's some way you can start building a bridge back to her.
Maybe.
Good day. Could I help you with anything today?
Oh, we're enjoying the beauty of everything, but I think we're just looking.
Ladies, about ready to eat.
Yes, you are.
I was really impressed by your sword fighting ability.
Yeah, I loved it. I'd do it now, but it's hard to find the time.
You know, there's nothing quite so romantic to a medieval obsessed lady than a man who can use a sword.
Well, I aim to serve, my lady.
So stupid. Hey, Mom. Yeah, it's been a while, but I want to know how you're doing.
Have you been waiting long?
Not at all.
You're looking good.
Thanks.
You're practically glowing. You're not pregnant, are you? Is that why you called and wanted us to get together?
No, Mom, I'm not pregnant.
Are you sure?
Yeah, actually, I'm positive.
Then why are you glowing?
I think I might be in love.
Love. Well, enjoy it while it lasts. Love may be sweet, but it's short.
Can you please concede that there are some good men out there?
I can only agree to what I believe is true. I have yet to meet a good man. They all cheat and leave.
That is not true. I just met a couple that was celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary, and they're still crazy about each other.
Well, if that's true, then it's an anomaly.
I have a question. And it may be a little personal, but I would really appreciate it if you would answer. It's about you and Dad.
Ask away.
That easy? You always refused to talk about it while we were growing up.
Well, it was a lot fresher then. Besides, I knew we'd be having this conversation someday. So, I've had time to prepare.
What went wrong?
Eve. In a relationship, it takes more than one thing that just pushes it over the edge. I mean, it's usually a lot of little things that build up over the years. Well, that's how it was with us. I just remember there were a lot of things about our relationship that your father hated.
What little things?
Well, for one, he hated that I kept my hair short. He always wanted me to grow it out. We didn't agree about aspects of parenting. We didn't even enjoy the same activities. Well, for instance, he always wanted me to go boating with him on the weekends. I thought it was too much of a hassle. I just wanted to stay home and relax on the weekends. And I wanted him to stop watching sports on the weekends. I wanted us to spend time together as a family. Of course, he said that's how he relaxed. It was just little things.
What ended up being the breaking point?
He ended up getting a good job offer across the country. It was a really good opportunity for him. But I didn't want him to take it. I did not want him to move. And Grandma wasn't doing well at the time. She ended up dying a couple of years later. I don't know how much you remember.
I remember it really well. It was the first funeral I'd ever attended.
Well, anyway, he took the job. It was too good of an opportunity for him to give up.
And he walked out of our lives forever.
No, we planned on sending you out there for the first Christmas, but it just didn't work out.
He didn't want to see me?
No, he did want to see you, Eve. I'm the one who decided not to let you go. I found out before Christmas that he was seeing a woman out there, and that you would get to meet her. I wasn't about to let you go out there and meet his new woman, so I kept you home with me.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wasn't strong enough to tell you why I didn't want you to see him. and that I was afraid that you would want to stay. And I wasn't strong enough to hold my ground in the fight that was sure to follow. It was just easier for you to think that he didn't keep in touch. But he loved you, Eve.
Not enough to stick around. Thanks for telling me, Mom. Now I have another question, even more personal.
Okay.
Were you and Dad virgins when you got married?
Whoa, that is personal.
Mom, please.
No, we weren't.
Do you think that made a difference?
Eve, I don't know that there is one thing we could have changed that would have kept us together. I think that we should have communicated better. I think we should have worked a lot harder. But it takes both people working to make the marriage or any relationship work. It was just a lot of things. Eve, there isn't one thing that can cure all of the ills of marriage. All sorts of things have to work together to make a marriage work. Tell me, has this young man you found got you thinking along marriage lines?
He is incredible, Mom.
Tell me about him, and I promise to be positive.
Matt, can you come out here and help me finish up? They're gonna be here any minute.
I'll be there in a minute. I gotta finish something up first.
What are you doing? Are you kidding me? This is a game. This can wait. I need your help.
I said I'd be there in a minute.
How do you expect to be a good father when all you want to do is sit and watch these stupid games?
Let's get this straight. This is what pays the bills. Me watching these games, that's what pays the bills. If it weren't for me watching these stupid games, we'd be living in a cardboard box, not this house. It was your idea to have this dinner party tonight, not mine.
My idea? Matthew, before you became that $1 million mouth, it was me who kept us out of a cardboard box.
Wow. Times like this, I think about switching to personal injury law.
No, but you're really helping people. That's much more important than impressing them.
Wouldn't mind doing both.
Oh. You know, all this isn't enough to make people happy.
Would be nice though, wouldn't it?
No, I don't know what I'd do with this much help.
Now see, I picture you in a quaint stone cottage, surrounded by trees and gardens, flowers all around.
Hey, come on in.
How are you?
Good.
Hey, Liza.
Hey, how are you doing? Let's go on and get that in there. Matt'll be down in a second.
Oh man, you should have been there. I couldn't believe it. It was maddening. The referee actually gave him the touchdown. I watched the replay. Any blind man could have seen what was going on. The referee's lucky they didn't check that call. If I'd been announcing, I'd have told him about himself.
Soup.
So Ben, have you had to travel much lately?
Yeah, I'm trying to get all my traveling in right now, so that when the baby comes, I can stay home a lot.
So do you just do football?
Well, the show's predominantly about football. I don't announce games much anymore. When I used to be on the radio, I used to announce football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, cricket. You know, kind of thing that I never really understood the game of cricket, so I wasn't very good at it. But in any event, yeah, football is really what I specialize in. It made me into the $1 million mouth, as I like to call it, so I kind of stuck with that. The show's doing pretty well. I've gotten picked up by 14 new stations this season, so I'm pretty happy about that.
We were admiring your house when we pulled up. How do you guys like living here?
Oh, it's nice. I would have preferred the beach house that we took a look at, but Liza and her family wisdom thought it would be best if we just kind of got
grassy area for the kids to play around with, so I kind of helped her on that one, I guess.
Visit the beach. We don't have to live there. This is better.
You said kids. Are you guys planning on adopting more?
Well, we'd always planned on having 3, so.
Well, we need to see about 1 first. I have a pretty good idea that's going to be a lot more work than we can handle.
Yeah, are you guys planning on doing anything to celebrate your last few months of freedom?
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you should mention that. Liza wants to spend all next Sunday at a delightful little tea party.
Tea parties are a lot of fun, very enjoyable. If you're a girl without an appetite. My sister tricked me into going to a tea party when I was a teenager. I heard that I'd be the only guy with like 20 of her friends, so I was all for it. Afterwards, I had to eat a large pizza. I was starving.
They have those little sandwiches that are about a quarter of the size of a regular.
1/16 and full of these weird pasty fillings.
Why, Mr. MacArthur, I do declare that this pimento cheese is quite delightful. And tea, all they do is they just sit there and sip tea all day long at those little tiny tables.
I almost knocked mine over. My legs got caught up in the flimsy little legs when I stood up. It was bad.
So, how would you and Dad like to join Matt and me for the tea party next Sunday?
Love to. Sounds like fun, doesn't it?
Let's do something a little more manly. What do you think, Matt?
You know, come to think of it, Liza's been trying to get me to fix that kitchen cabinet for a few months now. Know anything about carpentry?
Yeah, a little. I'll bring some tools. When should I come by?
Hey Liza, what time's that tea party next Sunday?
Oh no.
Nail? You seem preoccupied. You got something on your mind?
No, I'm good.
How's everything going with Eve?
It's good. She's so great. Intelligent, fun, beautiful.
I mean, how is it going with you?
I'm really serious about her. I think she might be the one.
You remember years ago you made a promise? Are you still committed to that promise?
It's a lot more difficult than I expected. I mean, I plan to marry this woman.
But you're not married yet.
It's not easy, but I haven't done anything yet.
And you're not going to, right?
I am a man of my word.
You've almost achieved what few men can. Just wait a little bit longer.
It's worth it, right?
Definitely.
Eve?
Hey there.
Hey, you ready?
I'll be down in a minute.
All right.
Eve, wish you were here to keep me warm? Missing you, Steve. Steve.
Yeah, just go ahead and sign right there at the bottom. Great. That wraps up your end of the paperwork. If everything goes as planned, you'll be parents in 4 months' time.
Wow. I had no idea that adopting a child was going to be so much work. Not that it isn't worth every minute of it, though. You know what I mean?
I think it was intentionally designed to mirror the process of carrying a child naturally. It's good, it gives people a chance to order their lives around the change that's coming.
Well, it was worth every minute of it. The end is in sight.
Your process has been exceptionally smooth. Just start getting the room ready. It's a girl.
Thank you so much, Dad, for helping us.
We owe you, man. Thanks a lot.
You and Eve are coming to the party on Saturday, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We've both been so busy. One of us will be there.
That's great. And I'll have that toolbox out for you so I can remember to give it back to you this time.
Thanks, that'll be great.
Hey.
You're all done with classes for the day, right?
Yeah, done.
Can we take a walk?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Now? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just need to talk to you about something.
Go on.
Eve, I don't know if we're compatible.
What?
You know how important my morals are to me, right? Well, I feel like you don't share those same convictions.
Excuse me?
I want a woman who makes it easier to live by those standards. And you expect something from me that I just can't give.
Are you talking about my past? That's over. I'm not living like that anymore.
I don't know about that.
You don't trust me?
Things have happened, Eve. Things have changed.
Like what?
Like Steve?
Steve, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're just looking for an excuse to dump me again, aren't you? Well, let me save you the trouble. You know what? I thought you were different, but I was wrong. You're just like every other man.
I am not like every other man. I'm just looking for a good woman. And apparently, you aren't her.
Liza, she is so beautiful.
She is, isn't she? I'm so happy. It feels so good to hold her. It's amazing, isn't it? Even though it seemed like the end of my dream when I couldn't have children, I'm happier now than I ever thought I could be. She's absolutely perfect.
You're gonna be a great mom. Am I allowed to hold her?
It's still so new. I don't want to give her up. But I will let you hold her for a couple of minutes. I gotta get her bottle.
Hey there. Sorry, my hands are cold. Sorry. Sorry, baby. What?
He asked about you.
Who?
During the entire process, it seemed as if he was fighting the temptation to ask about you. But he caved right in the end. Since you're not interested, I won't bore you with the details. I guess I'll go and let you feed her.
Thank you. What's this? What's this? Here you go. So what did he say?
He just asked how you were doing. It was kind of funny, because when he first asked, he said it just to be polite, you know? But then as soon as he got the first words out of his mouth, he couldn't stop himself. He actually seemed mortified when he asked if you were seeing anyone else.
What'd you say?
I told him the truth. That you were still pining over him. Still too miserable to either leave town or see anyone else.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't, but I should have. You have been miserable. And if he hadn't been my attorney, I'd have told him about himself while I was at it.
You know, I'm just more angry than anything. Would you really tell him?
I told him that you were still in town, the same apartment actually, still not seeing anyone, and that I was sure that you would love to hear how he was doing.
You know, I don't know if I want him to call me or if I never want to speak to him again. You know, this is the second time that he's dumped me. You know, I just think it'd be better if I move on.
That may be hard to do if he's the one.
Do you think he is?
What do you think?
I don't know. He always dumps me before I figure it out.
Maybe he's gay.
If I see her, should I talk to her?
It would be rude to ignore her.
Think she's gonna come?
Belinda seemed pretty certain she'd be here. Hey, this is my wedding. I'm supposed to be the nervous one. You're supposed to be the one reassuring me this is something that I want to do.
Why? Are you having any doubts?
Only about choosing you to be my best man.
Well, kind of like the bride's brother, so what choice did you have, right?
Yes, and that's the only reason. Really, just talk to her as soon as you can, get it over with.
I'll do it.
Hey, are you guys just about ready? Yeah. Dad?
I am so proud of you, son. You know, Belinda is a great girl, and you have been as true to her as any man can be up to this time. But now you've got to love her and care for her with all that you are for the rest of your life. You think you can do that?
I think so.
You become a real man. I am so proud of you.
All rise. How are Matt and Liza doing?
They're doing good. They really love their baby girl.
Glad to hear it. It's really rewarding helping parents and children through the adoption process.
I bet.
It's really neat seeing Evan and Belinda getting married.
Yeah, I'm really happy for her.
Yeah. Look,
You know, it is really stupid to be so uncomfortable and awkward at such a joyous occasion. Don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
Great. So let's just avoid each other the rest of the reception, okay?
Never listen to Evan's advice again.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks for coming to coffee with me, man. Do gotta leave for a client meeting in about 30, but...
Well, Belle said you were paying, so...
Oh, I'm paying? I thought you guys were treating me since I'm so...
Miserable and pathetic?
Thanks for the support there, sis.
No problem, you got it.
So, how are you doing? You really don't look so good.
Again, with the support thing. I don't know. How did you guys decide? How did you know about each other?
Well, she's my best friend. I mean, besides you, it's different with women, you know? I've never been able to talk to anybody like I have with her.
He treats me with respect, like a lady.
She expects me to be a gentleman. I like that. It's like she encourages me to be a better man.
We complement each other. My weaknesses are his strengths.
We have, we're headed in the same direction. You know, we both want to work with children. Mm-hmm. We both want to help those who have bad family lives. Maybe be foster parents or something. Mm-hmm. I mean, and most importantly, we have the same morals and beliefs.
Very important. I could never be with someone who didn't share the same morals as me.
And the bottom line, Thad, she's the most amazing woman I know.
I'm glad you think so. I wouldn't let you marry her otherwise. You know, I think Eve and I complement each other. I want to take care of her, make her happy. I don't know if she shares the same morals as me. She partied a lot in college. She's got a long string of ex-boyfriends, if you catch my drift.
I think you guys should talk about this, but I know for a fact that she's given up that lifestyle.
What if she's just saying she's changed because she knows how I feel about it? I don't know, am I being paranoid?
Before Eve met you this last time, she decided to wait until marriage. And at the time, she didn't know one guy that would agree to that. I think that's pretty good.
I didn't know that.
Think about it, Thad. She's a great girl.
I will. So, how was the honeymoon?
It was good.
It was good. We did some sightseeing.
Right. So you enjoyed the cruise?
Yes, very much.
Very much.
I thought you would.
Hello?
Thad, we need to talk about your performance.
Look, I know I haven't been very focused lately.
Not very focused. Look, if you hadn't already proven yourself so well in the past, I would have fired you a month ago. Look, Dad, I don't know what personal troubles you're having here, but I just don't feel comfortable sending you to Europe to expand my business when you can't hold your own here.
I think going to Europe may fix the problem.
It's not a gamble I'm willing to take with my company, all right? Look, Dad, you don't fix problems by running away from them, all right? We'll talk Monday.
Thanks for calling. No more running. Brought the book you lent me last time we were here. Figured we should put that night behind us or never speak again. Either way, I thought I should return the book. It's a good book. I guess we never talked about that night, did we?
Well, it makes a lot more sense now that I know you're waiting till you're married. I'm just not sure why you didn't tell me.
I thought you would think I was a freak.
You never gave me a chance to prove you wrong. An ongoing theme, it seems. Why are you here, Thad? You want to see how many times I'll take you back?
That's not why I'm here. I wanted you to know the problem was me, not you.
What problem?
I've been so focused on trying to be self-disciplined that I've lost track of other aspects of this relationship.
I can't listen to this right now.
I was wrong. Back then in college. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Even worse, I did it again. I didn't even let you explain about the Steve thing or talk to you about the other issues.
I just wish I would have had the chance to defend myself.
You shouldn't have to. Not with me. I should be protecting you, not attacking you. Some knight in shining armor, right?
I'm not as pure and innocent as the fairy tales want me either.
You are perfect for me. When I look at you, I see a beautiful, amazing woman.
I don't know if I can give you my heart again. Each time you break it, it's so much worse.
I can't promise that I won't ever make you cry. But I swear before you and before God that I will never walk away from this relationship again. I will cherish you for the rest of my life.
Can you really promise such a thing?
I'm a man of my word, and I give my word to you now. I am yours forever, Eve. I love you.
He was sure that time. We got married a year later. I never realized all life had to offer me, and all I had to do was wait my turn.